Yo, 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 yo. What up? What up? What up? So, like I said, man, you know what I mean? Everything is real over here. Like I said, official tissues, straight gangsters in the building. You already know about this. Like I said, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Literally, I have all the power, all the authority. You know what I'm saying? And it just be hilarious to me. Like, it's hilarious. Like I said, over here, it's all official tissue, all serious business. You already know about this. You understand? We're going to keep on moving forward. And like I said, I've accomplished more than has ever been accomplished in the last like 6,000 plus years. Yep. One man. You understand? Like I said, everything is real over here. Everything. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's funny. It's funny. You know what I mean? That's it, man. We're going to stay focused. You feel me? Talk is cheap. You understand? The fact is, this is the facts, homie. The fact is that a lot of people like to act and pretend. They want to act and pretend, right? Like they don't know reality. But reality is right in front of you. It's all already proven. You understand? It's hilarious, man. You understand? Like self-awareness goes a long way. It's all serious business over here, partner. Feel me? Yeah. So like I said, focusing their feelings. You understand? Real talk. Because this all real. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just like with everything that I've been through, right? And gone through behind this, regarding this, and me building my career and doing what I do. Folks didn't care. Folks still don't care. But now, right? Now it's not just me, right? Now it's happening on a major scale. You understand? So, like I said, the only time that folks really care is when. You understand? Folks don't care unless it's them going through it. You know, these folks don't care because this isn't your career, but it is mine, and I take it very seriously. And like I said, I've gotten more done than anyone in this country and the world in a very short amount of time. In about 3 years, my 3 year anniversary is coming up. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing. What I do is extremely real, extremely serious. You understand? It is what it is. The respect is already there. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. It's just like being in the street. You're always going to have folks that don't have self awareness. You're always going to have folks that don't know what's going on, that have no clue, or they like to pretend that they don't. Cool, no problem. That's the answer. No problem. No response, no reaction. Because like I said, it has to make sense. You feel me? Any response, any feelings, anything said or spoken, it has to make sense. You understand? So like I said, the reality that comes with me is so real and so serious. And it echoes. Everything I do will echo for all the time. You understand? Denial is not an option, folks. What? We're talking about Achilles reincarnated here, brother. We're talking about the real deal Holyfield. You understand? How you feeling? Like I said, nah, we have a world and a public that stays in their in your feelings. Oh, all about the feelings. Oh, feelings. You're in your feelings today. In your feelings. Oh, all about the feelings. You're in your feelings today. Folks saying they feeling. We about business, money, facts. You understand? I got too many stripes, partner. You understand? Come on, homie. Come on, homie. Yeah. Everybody know who I am, man. All y'all know about me. Feel me? Yeah, like I said, official tissue. Yeah, real deal over here. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like, as a grown man, right? You gotta learn to not care. You gotta learn to not sweat that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Like, and you notice what does it always come from? Who does it always come from? Because I told you they stay in their feelings and they feel some type of way. Nah, they all in their feels. All of them. That's what I'm saying. And what it is projection, deflection, dismissive tactics. Same one too. A lot of talking. That's fine. What I do doesn't involve any talking, partner. So what's goody? You know? I'm a man. I'm a grown man. You understand? Yeah. That's right. And I'm the real deal. And this is what I do for a career. And you know how hard I had to go to make sure that it was my real job, my real career? You could never fathom. See the point? You can never fathom because while I'm out here getting busy in these streets, what are y'all doing? Just sitting there. Sitting there and you know, want to talk and comment and say this and that or pretend. That's fine. Like I said, it just goes to show I worked 8 million times harder than everyone put together, homie. Proof. See, while they talking and ain't saying nothing, I'm over here working. I'm over here protecting them, helping people, right? And really am the real thing, and I am the prophecy. I'm what all the depictions are about. It's hilarious, man. It is truly hilarious. No wonder we can't get the public to get on board. I told you, all of it, all I've ever seen. And in this entire journey, I'm going to keep it real with you, has been the same thing time and time again. Like, come on, bro. It's got to make sense. The entire time. Like, a lot of the dudes, they with it. You know what I mean? A lot of the dudes, they with it. They support me. They like it. It is what it is. There we go. We got a so-called woman to smile. In your feelings today. In your feelings. Oh, all about the feelings. Oh, feelings. Feelings. It's us having fun. You're in your feelings today. That's right. I like to serenade and sing while I'm out here getting busy. Because I'm not wearing hockey pants. That's right. Everybody knows what it is, man. I know what it is, boy. Like I said, imagine how they really truly feel. That's the thing, especially when it comes to them, the so-called women. They ain't going to tell you the truth of how they feel. I'm telling you, I've seen it. It's been so-called women the entire time. Everything comes from them and their feelings and the fact that they're in their feelings. It is called hypersensitivity. You understand? Y'all are in your feelings. I love it. That means I'm doing everything right. You understand? See, over here, we tough. Over here, I'm a man. You understand? Yeah, men have to stand up. Even Andrew, you know who, the one who just had that match and completely failed in front of everyone. The guy that, the guy closes his eyes whenever he moves, the other guy, and he still won. There's people saying all sorts of things considering him now. It was a debacle. But the point is, besides that point, because it is besides the point, nobody cares. Nobody ever cares, right? And this dude been renting, and not even renting, he don't pay for nothing. He's been, everything's been free because he's a Mason. You understand? He sold his soul to the devil. He sold out. It's that simple. And he's lived off the strength of that this entire time and lived well. Lived a lavish lifestyle and can't even appreciate it. He over there smoking cigarettes. Come on. He over there smoking cigarettes, right? And bunch of caffeine and alcohol instead of appreciating what he got. Tell me when I'm wrong. And I mean, I get it. Like, when you're grown, and it's okay to have fun. It's okay to do that. But you just got to understand, like, you're not, it's because that blessing didn't come from God, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like I said, they don't get it, man. God works in mysterious ways. He's allowing a lot of these folks to think that they're blessed when they're evil. Okay? It's all strategy. It's all part of the plan. Well, he's going to give me my real blessing. It's going to be so astronomical. It is unbelievable. And that's why it makes sense to me. Because I was never given anything that I was owed or deserved. Right? And anything I got, I had to really stand on business for and stand up for and work for. At some point, the tables have to turn. These folks have had it good for a long time, and they're all evil and wicked. At some point, divine intervention is real, and God has to step in, and he's already stepping in. At some point, I deserve the wealth transfer, the money. That's the thing. The wealth of the wicked is going to come to the righteous. It's about to happen right now. Watch. And when I get this money, I just can't wait, man. I'm excited, And that's the thing. It's like, there's not going to be a huge reaction or response. Maybe somewhat. I might celebrate, But mostly, he said, keep it to yourself. It's not going to be a huge reaction or response because wasn't nobody happy for me when I built this? Ain't nobody going to be happy for me when God blesses me. So why share it with folks that aren't going to be happy for me anyway? That I already know the response. See, I was never a part of anything. I'm just doing me. You understand? Like I said, I don't speak to folks. I don't have no friends. Right? Come on, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, I love it. I absolutely love it, man. Can you imagine how in their feelings all these people truly are? Especially the so-called women with the hypersensitivity going on. Can you imagine? That's why they do that. That's what I'm telling you. That's why they want to fake laugh or this and that. Whenever somebody fake laughs and tries to pull that laughing stuff, it's because they're feeling something. What I'm doing has a real effect because they look at it and they already know about me. All these folks know who I am. So they looking at it and seeing, and that's what they do. It's deceptive. They don't want to be honest with themselves. Y'all been lying to yourself so long, you don't even know what you believe or who you are. That's what's funny. So what? Yeah, I know who I am. All right. Can you imagine? They're all struggling no matter what. No matter how much money they get, no matter what they do. You see folks going to jail, prison, right and left. All these folks live off illegal activity. Let's get real here. Huh? Yeah. And everything is happening right now. Everything. God is bringing justice and judgment. So yeah, That response makes sense, and it wasn't a response because I don't talk to none of y'all. It makes sense. It makes sense. It really does. It makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Like I said, whenever anybody does that, because they're in their feelings, man. Because what I'm doing is real as hell, and it has a real effect. Because like I said, they seeing me go to work. I'm already working. I don't got time to say hi to y'all. What have y'all ever done for me? My question's gonna be answered. Believe that. You understand? And I'm gonna be on a podium calling everyone out, speaking publicly, just like I already am. God said he will build a table for me in front of my enemies. You understand? This is all real. I'm not trying to talk to folks. I'm a friend in this world. It's the few that I do have at any time or who support me. Thanks. You know? But, you know, who really supports me? Nobody. I don't need them to. I had a message yesterday, made me cry, literally, basically. It told me the truth. It said, you've been separated for a reason. You know, it said, you know, people walked out, whatever, for a reason to help me. God was building me. Everything he has for me is to give me greater purpose to help me. Not anything else, but to help me. And he said the truth. He said, had you had those people around you, you would have been reaching for a comfort. You would have been reaching for what you should never have to. And, you know, basically he has me by myself because I don't need anything. I don't need anything. I don't need anyone. And I'm able to operate 100% independently. I don't even need money and I can do this. Not a dime. If I had nothing, because you've seen me do it right in front of you. There was times just recently, maybe a few months ago, if even, right? Had nothing, not a dime, nothing. Out here just trying to get by at all, you know, survival. I kept going. Folks don't get it. I'm never going to stop. That's what you don't get. And I think you do. I'm sure you do at this point, but you know, I'm just speaking hypothetically. Some folks don't know, but they're slowly figuring it out and seeing. I will never stop. I believe in myself. I don't need anyone or anything. Keep all y'all's fake money. None of it exists. All I need is me and God. That's the point of why I talk the way I do. That's the point why I act the way I do, because it's how you're supposed to act. That's why I'm famous. See the point? Can you imagine folks want to have a conversation in the background? There is no other conversation. I'm the beacon of success. I'm the beacon of hope. Me. I'm what you all want to be. Get like me. Say, get like me. Do the red pill crip walk. Get like me. Get like me. Say, get like me. Oh yeah, I'm a character, and this character runs the valley, and don't you ever get it confused. For real, on a whole nother level. Folks can't even fathom or imagine. There's already Gotham. I protect the valley, I protect Gotham, right? I'm here to protect and help, and that's what I do. Every day I save lives, even if it's just with what I'm speaking. But I really save lives. I really be helping folks. You know? I'm the real deal. Ain't no faking or flogging over here. This is not Groovy Jimmy, the fake crip. That's right. Look at the fangs. Look at them. Groovy Jimmy, the fake crip. The Batman is real, boy. They can't handle it. They can't handle me like they can handle me on a panel. Oh, for real. Oh, I love it. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. And they all grown too. All of them, they grow. I'm telling you, that's what they do. They sit there and they talk and they try to downplay and act like something's funny or something isn't serious. That's what all of them do. Brother, like I said, what's up? See what I'm saying? It's crazy to me, man. All them folks be talking to themselves. I'm out here every day. That's not kind of odd to you? That what? Can you imagine all the stuff they've done? All these little antics. Yeah. No, you take it serious as it gets with what I do. Clearly, it's very important to you. So what's the fake laughing? Like what? That doesn't match with your actions. I'll tell you that much. Real talk. What? Told you. Absolute delusion. They ain't never made any sense. Cool, that's fine. And you're welcome to do what you do and, talk that talk. Talk that talk. While I'm winning. I'm a grown man. So what does that make you while you're fake talking? Oh, fake talking. Yeah, come on. Like I said, I'm a public figure out here every day. Present myself to the public. Don't run and hide from nothing. What's up? Huh? Like I said, we got a platform, baby. I got a voice. You understand? Like I said, what's goody? Huh? Like I said, because out here, quiet. Every day, quiet. You know why? Because I run coffee. That's why. Yeah. Like I said, it's hilarious. You understand? Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Can you please be fair at some point? Like, you do realize how this platform works, right? Oh, man. Grown folks, bro. Speak. You want to talk, talk. Me, I'm out here every day, bro. Talk. Let it be known. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, come on, man. It's hilarious, bro. We could have an on-camera interview with anybody. Anybody, bro. I can film. You can talk. I can talk. Right? That way people can see the truth. You understand? I address everything. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I need to explain something. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Everything is explained, partner. Feel me? Like I said, folks is in their feelings. I'm winning. You see the honks because I'm famous. You see we getting the real thing done. I am the real thing. Like I said, everything real over here. I don't know what folks is talking about. That's what they do. Have their own conversations that don't exist. And oh, you think I care? It's what you want, bro. Y'all been doing that for a long time. Yeah, like, see what I'm saying? Every day, man. Every day it'd be the same thing. Like, yeah. And then you wonder why I'm not getting any support. You can see clear as day what it is. Yeah, like I said. And I'm out here making money. I don't need your support. See, that's the difference, honey. That's the difference. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I told you, all of them work out here. It's all they do. All they know how to do is work for someone else. Tell me when I'm lying. No problem. Like I said, and I make a career off talking off of your mistakes and mishaps. You understand? See, like I said, it's all very unnecessary. Like, I ain't trying to hear it. Yeah, see, the people support me when it comes to dudes and men. 9 times out of 10, they still support me. And if they in their feelings, it's because they were raised how? Who raised them? See? Yeah, and guess what? Andrew, you know what? He just said it publicly. He issued a public statement, and I don't care what you say. He said the truth. He said it's about masculinity. He said it's about standing up and that he was trying to wake people up and get people to back him. He said we always had warriors and now we don't have any warriors. Well, that's where you're wrong, brother. So that's where you're wrong, and how it shows me that whenever it's not a Mason, you don't want to acknowledge reality. Because you can see me right here, and I'm doing what you never did. And you're not that. You're just a guy who sits there and watches TV. Is that not the truth? See what I'm saying? This is what folks want to do. Grown adults, they want to waste their time talking in a different energy that ain't going to get you nowhere. I'm a grown man. I want to talk the way I'm supposed to talk. You understand? I want to talk with respect. You understand? That's what men do. You understand? But you got to earn your respect. You got to earn your keep, man. You got to earn it, bro. Respect is to be earned, not given. You know? Look at this, man. All these folks, they got vehicles handed to them. They got jobs handed to them. Everything y'all got was handed to you. You don't have nothing. Y'all all still renting, right? And don't own nothing. Tell me when I'm lying. Say what? Oh, but you have something to say. Huh. That's interesting to me, considering that all y'all live off the government. I'm just saying. Right? See? Everything has a response, homie. Like I said, when you see me coming through, what is there to say? Like I said, say what you need to say. 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 What Andrew, you know who, was talking about is a guy like me, right? I'm not going to be by his side. I don't need you. I mean, that would be nice. I would love for men to unite all across the world on a real front. That's really what we need to do. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with him on that. But I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is. He is not it. He never was. That's what happens when you get too much posing and you're too comfortable and you got fake Mason money, you don't own nothing. You know, he can do whatever he wants. The minute them Masons quit dealing with him and say, we don't need you anymore, Andrew, you didn't succeed. And even if he had succeeded, it's the same way with Masonry, no matter what, because it's of the devil. The devil does the same 1-2 one-trick pony act every single time. He doesn't care about you. So when them people fake laughing, muttering under their breath, speak. You understand? Say it with some bass in your voice. Right? Ain't you grown? Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me tell you what people tell me and say when I come through anywhere. Nothing. Everybody knows reality. Yeah. Like I said, everywhere we go, we about our respect. You understand? Like I said, it's funny, man. Can you imagine hiding behind a system and then, oh, you want to say stuff? That's what they do. They want to talk. What? Like, just be direct, man. Be clear. Like T.I. said, be clear. Right? Be clear about what you're saying and where you're coming from. Because me, I got the utmost respect. I'm the biggest gangster of all time. The real deal. Yeah, what's up? Everything's serious over here. You know what I'm saying? See, they want to have that cake and eat it too. So you're going to play the games with the corruption and the corrupt system and everybody hide behind the system, but then you want to talk. How that makes sense? What? Like I said, I told you, you listen to them, you'll never get anywhere, bro. You listen to them, you will never succeed. Ever. And that's why they do it, because they know I still have rules to follow. I'm not talking about it in the street. I already, I got all the power in the world. I'm talking about on this. Yeah, that's why they do it. Yeah, no, they do it. All of it is designed. You understand? That's a cop out. I love when folks take cop outs. I love it. I love that you indirectly telling me how you sowing your feelings because you know what I'm doing is real, and I've gotten more done than everyone here and everyone in this entire country. Yeah, I do the real thing. Everything that the military trying to take credit for, they didn't do. I did. So what do you mean? And they in their feelings because, well, I keep correcting them and saying the truth, and I'm going to continue to. It's not a talking type of matter. You know, I got the results. I'm the one doing everything. I'm the one out here for real, as you can see. It's like somebody saying, oh, he's just talking. Okay, so I don't run every block out here? Then why am I on them every day by myself and Goody? There is no debate, partner. You understand? What? That's what they think. I'm telling you, they think in some way that doesn't make sense. So what, I'm supposed to be out here every day just standing here? That proves a point? No, it doesn't. It proves a point when you go on about your business. I already run everything. See what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, I don't got time for it. I'm a grown man. Grown men get things done. Real men do real things. And I'm the only real man who ever existed. Brother, I got, what is it, like 452 or something crazy world records, all tangible on camera. All I see is some serious dude that's super serious, and everything is serious concerning me. What's goody? Sorry, but what? You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever just laugh or fake laugh, much less, because it exhibits and shows a quiet desperation. It's not a good look. I wish other people well, man. I hope all y'all get it together eventually. I hope that you stop working for these companies out here and everywhere. I truly do. The same people who want to do that, I wish you the best, man. It's nothing but love. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, when they realize you're not like them, that's what really gets them. Yeah. They really be in their feelings then. Like I said, everything is addressed and responded to over here. You talking to Tyree Sneed. Yeah, like I said, folks want to be me. This is me going to work. The minute I even start this, I'm at work. My office is the world. I already got everything built, bro. The entire infrastructure. Folks is in their feelings. I'm just telling you facts. You understand? Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm a grown man. Everything is real that I do. That's like some valley stuff, bro. Everything is odd. Everything is weird. Everything is, you know what I mean? Like, we teach strength over here. That's exactly why they got them little homies that be all, you know, all up in their feelings and running around emotional and you know, they feel some way for no reason. Like, man, and you can see how you were brought up. You can see what the flaw is in the problem. You understand? You can see what it is. Clear as day. I mean, folks better understand, man, I ain't stopping for nothing, bro. Nothing. You know what I mean? Like I said, every time I'm moving, we keep the cameras rolling. And remember, I have everything going for me. I got everything to lose. I'm going to make sure that I stay out of trouble. You understand? See, that's the thing. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You don't get to pretend and act like it's not serious, and you don't take it serious, but then have tried all this stuff and said and done all these people. I mean, you're talking about they've done so much illegal stuff, right? Concerned about me building this and me doing what I'm doing. Don't fake laugh. Well, see what I'm saying? That's contradictory. They can't be real to themselves or true to themselves. They can't just say what it is and let it be that. It's always got to be, oh, I want to have my cake and eat it too. Yeah, and it don't work that way, sister. Yeah. Welcome to reality. See, everything I'm saying comes from a place. It comes from an action. Every day. These are actions happening in live time. Right? Like I said, everything will be responded to and addressed directly. Why? Because I'm a man. Yeah, I love it. And I get paid because of what you do. All these antics you pull, all these folks being in their feelings, whoever it is, I get paid for it. I get paid because of it. Yep. Well, I continue to point out the facts and say the truth and point out all the mistakes they keep making. Because they sure do make a lot. They're good at that. They make a lot of mistakes. They do. Folks are trying to ride a bike out here today. It's windy. It's going to be hard to ride a bike out here. I could do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody in there feeling that's fine. And I'm a superstar and I've transcended all of that. Bro, I outgrew the valley since I got here. I was always bigger than the valley. Like, come on, man. I'm sitting here trying to help you. You know what I mean? Like, if it's just the randomness, then cool. That was part of it, you know? I'm glad if people are entertained, but everything real over here, man. You understand? It's real as it get. So, like I said, you know what I mean? We always respected, heavily respected. Real talk, got all the respect in the world. Feel me? Can you imagine all these folks, instead of helping me and contributing a dime, that's what they doing, sitting back doing nothing. Oh, but I thought y'all made money. Huh? I thought you made money. Why are you unable to pay me? Every show is a $25 ticket price. Where's the money? What? If you got time to sit around and all y'all so good and gravy, huh? Right. Like I said, people talk fluff. They make up stuff. They say things that don't exist and aren't there. Let them do it. That's their business. I could care less. Feel me? Yeah, I love it. If you got time to say anything, then you got time to pay me. We got a Cash App, PayPal, and a Venmo. Let them keep on exhibiting how they have no money. Not a single one. Nobody, especially out here. Don't nobody have no money. Nobody. You can't sit here and say you got money and you unwilling to support someone that's doing something real, and I'm who's protecting you. There's no way around it. Yeah. Yeah. No. We don't let anything slide. We don't allow that. You understand? No. You're not going to sit here and pretend with me. You know what I mean? I love it, man. I'm on top of the world, little homie. You know what I mean? I got them in their feelings, coach. In your feelings. All right. I'll be back. Hold up. Yeah, so I'm back. Meanwhile, I'm out here and we getting all the money out here with this. You know what I mean? I'm talking about with what I'm doing here. We getting all the money. Look at them views, bro. Look at them views. Come on, bro. You already know as soon as I get everything right on here, right? Which is what, in a couple of days, maybe like a week, right? And I get my name right on here again and all that. You know, even without that, I'm doing huge numbers. I mean, just imagine, bro. And that's the thing. Like, I'm trying out different things, different concepts, and it's working. So I know that I can incorporate this and do whatever I want to do with any element, all across the board. That's power. You know what I mean? I love how folks want to talk about the moves I'm making, but are any of the moves I make not working? Are they in question? Exactly. See, when you speak, you have to make sense. I'm on top. I'm what all y'all want to be. Get like me. You understand? Straight up. Get like me. And if you're not getting like me, if you're not anywhere close to me, then you're doing everything wrong, brother. It's just that simple. You understand? See, that's the thing. I'm not here for the weakness. You understand? See, I know how to supersede all that. We skip all that. Miss me with that. You understand? I'm here to teach strength. You understand? That's why I only conversate with strong people. You know what I mean? And everybody else I help. And even the strong ones I gotta help. You know what I mean? And I've been there for everybody. Everybody. All y'all, man. All y'all always need saving and need help, man. Come on, bro. Been in these streets for a long time, bro. That's the thing. Like, people are watching my development. They watching me grow and evolve. Like, I'm seeing it myself. That's the thing, you start out as a little bat. You're a little bat, remember when I started, I was a little bat. You start out as a little bat, but then that bat starts getting more and more used to the conditioning. He gets more and more used to how it is. He's growing, he's evolving, he's getting bigger, he's getting a little older. I'm aging backwards, but I'm developing still. I'm a late bloomer. I always develop slow. I'm still growing, still evolving. Even my dad, that's what he used to say. He said he's getting, scarier. He's getting bigger. Like, yeah, like, because God is real. And that's what I need to be. Just like my dad made sure I was tough as it gets. Right? It's tough love, but he made sure I was tough as it gets because he knew I was going to need it. Obviously, I think God told my dad what I was going to be doing. I think he said straight up, he has an impossible journey, and you're going to have to just get him as tough as you possibly can. That's love. You know what I mean? Because what he's coming up against, you couldn't even fathom. I've seen my dad cry and stuff. Like, I think regarding that, I think my dad knew kind of that I was the prophecy more than anyone did. I think he already knew more. I think I was my father's hero. It was something I read, and it was crazy because I just found it and I read it and I was like, man, it sounds like I'm my father's hero, whether he said it or not. Really, this is what we do today. Look at this wind, bro. Like, super strong. Come on, cooperate, Kate. Trying to just get my mask to just sit down for a minute. You understand? It's all good, right? Got to put the water right there next to it. But yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not worried about talk. Talk is cheap. I'm worried about results. Now, again, I'm out here today. Now, they got time to fake laugh, but let me tell you what they don't have time to do in the valley in here, apparently, is work out. Because I'm out here and you'll see me out here every day. Now, again, I'm going to say this 30-minute session, $50, $100 for 1 hour. I'm going to build this business. Yeah, up from the ground up, just like every other business, just like this business. This is already monopolized, baby. We get all the money. We make all the money. You understand? See, that's the thing. Like, it wouldn't matter if folks had an agenda. You know what I mean? Folks are still going to break bread and work with me if they smart. Because I'm the boss. I do what I want to do. I'm a marketing promotion genius. Is you for real, homie? Do y'all know who you talking to? Yeah, ask about me in all these places, bro. I don't even like talking to places from the past no more because I'm like God told me the past got to be left behind. But I did the best numbers for everyone. I used to do actual promotion and marketing, man. I was a club promoter. I was a club promoter and security and a bar back. I did it all. I was the #1 club promoter on 6th Street. Anyone can say what they want, but I'm the guy who really was it. It's crazy to me that the way folks run around, I seen other dudes, the way they ran around, right? And they would talk a certain way with folks. I remember they tried to pull it with me when I was in the actual position where I had free reign to do what I want and be myself and be me, right? And it didn't fly. It didn't work with me. You understand what I'm saying? And to remember that one dude that was out there that he'd be perpetrating and posing, he'd have all them keys. He looking like True Freeman out here, looking like Tyra. Yeah, he'd have all them keys. I'm talking about big tall dude. You know what I'm saying? Big tall dude, and yeah, he'd be posing because that's what them groups do, right? Last I checked, right? Because they don't get no results, they don't get no money, right? Real talk. Now, see, I say the truth. That's why folks want to take it and misshape it. Come on, man, you're super obvious, bro. You're not misshaping anything. It's clear as day. Like, no, this is the truth. Like, what? And I'm sure, like that's the thing. Like, I ain't trying to have this discussion with someone like Rob Rack, but I mean, I don't think he'd care. He said flat out he doesn't care because no, I'm going to say the truth. Say the truth about everything. Somebody has to. Oh, I just am a courageous man who will say the truth right in front of you. I would say it if Rob Rack was sitting across from me. We're eating breakfast. I would tell him this. I talk the same way. I'd say, nope, this is how I see it. It is what it is. And I feel like he respects that, which any normal dude and normal man in person would respect. So what are y'all talking about? See what I'm saying? Like they want to excuse and condition. Like I said, it's all about enabling. That's what these folks do. They want to enable these narcissists. You understand? I'm just asking, like, what's funny? There's nothing funny. What are you talking about? Everything over here serious is, I mean, it's beyond serious. And the crazy part is the way that folks act regarding it is super serious. So it's contradictory. It can't be that you're doing all this crazy stuff and all these folks is, doing what they doing and it don't make no sense. But then, oh, yeah, no, yeah, yeah. See, that's my point. Like if other folks think that's the way to be to not be real, then more power to you. But I was raised to be real as a kid. And that's why you feel some way. That's exactly why y'all do it. Like I said, all it does is exhibit a quiet desperation. All you doing is telling me that you feel something about my presence and my success. Sound about right. You know what I mean? Oh, I never feel anyway. That's why when folks tell me, I feel this way. That's not quiet desperation, right? I mean, you can't tell someone what they feel. I'm always happy. I just have a normal response based upon I demand my respect. That's not me being anything else. What are you talking about? But them, they're projecting because that's exactly what they're feeling. Because, like I said, they all have to work these 9 to 5s forever. I'm talking, some of them work 90, 60, 100 years, however long, right? I mean, at these job establishments and these 9 to 5s, and I'm out here teaching people how to escape the matrix, break free from the matrix. I'm the generation first breaker. I'm the chain breaker, and I broke the chains 100%. Okay. That have held us down since the beginning of time. This is for all people, all races, all creeds. I am the one who broke the chains. And how did I do it? By speaking and saying the truth. So I'm gonna say it again. Yeah, remember that one dude? He was kind of tall. Yeah, like I said, he tried to pretend. There was some other ones that were managers at bars, right? They know about me, right? And they tried to pretend. There was a lot of folks tried to pretend. And I'm telling you, I'm a living legend. So when someone tries to say, well, I want to disagree with reality, yeah, it's not possible, bro. See, you don't know about me. I don't know you. You don't know anything about me. You understand? So when you speak, especially if you're going to speak on someone else, at least get your facts straight and know who you're talking about. That's all I'm saying. See, that's what they do. They think that folks, grown men, have time for that. I don't have time for that. Everybody has an opinion and they mean nothing, right? So I'm gonna say it again. Yeah, no, that dude was out there, had his keys, and he running around, and you know what I mean. Literally, this is people from the coach from that group, right? And homeboy is struggling with women. I can see clear as day, right? Come on, man. What do they call it? What do they call it on Halloween when you show up and you think trick or treat, right? You can put it together. What I'm saying, right? Yeah. That's what y'all do. Steph, I believe, got caught doing it, or whoever, that football player. They get caught doing it all the time. Like I said, they have a lot of issues with women. They have a lot of issues. Okay. So, I mean, you can't sit here and keep pretending like the internet stuff and the stereotypes that somebody has a quiet desperation of pushing and promoting so much for some odd reason are true. They're not true. The reason these women entertain you is because it's part of the media. It's called brainwashing. Brainwashing is real. They entertain you, and what do? They use you. They don't care about you. They ain't trying to help you. They're not trying to do nothing for you. They're sitting there using and taking advantage, like women always do, like women have done for the past 5,000 years, and they'll continue. You understand? So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, man. Just is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. You know what I mean? But like I said, me personally, you know what I mean? What people don't get is, I'm in a position where this is my career, this is my job, and whatever's brought my way, I address everything. I address it direct. I'm a grown man. You understand? No, I have to be smart. It's just like out here, like I said, bro, I just saw right now, like somebody looked like they just got all this. People get out of this jail all the time up the street. Do you think that whatever energy they may be on, do you think that I'm matching energies? You can't match energies no more. They could be on whatever they on. I'm here to help them. I'm here to help people. I'm here to do my job. It's just like any job. I have a job. I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I'm a street dude. Don't get it confused. But that's the thing. I already made it. This is what people don't want to say in a minute. Talk about. I already made it. I'm already wealthy. So see, there's nothing funny about that. There was nothing funny about what I had to do to get to this point. You understand? Everything is real serious business. Like I'm glad that it's entertaining. Like, yeah, I mean that's part of it. The randomness of me just, showing up and I used to be on the bat pod, right. I did. I created it, man. God created it. But I'm just saying, you gotta speak and act with some respect, man. You know what I mean? Like I've done too much, bro. You know what I mean? Like real talk. So other than that, like I said, that's the thing. I understand when I'm in a position where I have everything going for me and everything. So that's what I'm saying. If let's say somebody got out of Carter's office, right, and they walk in, they just got out of jail. So you know how it is when you get out of jail, right? We all do it, right? You get out of jail. Oh, I'm Tyrone. Oh, yeah. And that's the funny thing about reality, like folks will have no idea who I am. You understand? But see me, I know me. You understand? So it's like I said, and even if they is, like, let's say they all yeah, like, what's up, home? How you doing? That's how it has to be. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing here but love and positivity and trying to help people. There's no fear, clearly. I think I've proven that existentially. It's got to make sense. It's never fear with me. It's about being smart and doing my career and doing what I'm here to do, which is all love. I am love. God told me the other day, he said, you are love. This is about being who and what you are. And love is the strongest vibration in existence. You better understand that. But see, that's what folks wanted to do. That's why they all took to the internet and they had these folks talking about, oh, they're doing, you can do whatever you want because that's agents of Satan. But my name and my reputation is crystal clear. Oh, it's amazing. You understand? See, that's the thing. Folks gossip too much. They're gossiping. Gossiping is nothing strong or beneficial about gossip. So I'll leave that to y'all. Y'all can gossip all you like, right? That gossip has nothing to do with me and doesn't dictate my reality or the reality about me. So kind of seems like you're out of luck. Do you see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I actually know the truth about all these people, secrets they want to hide, and that's what I find out real quick is secrets. And I'm telepathic, and I literally am a psychic, so I can read your mind. Literally, I know everything going on around me. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, no, like, like I said, I don't even know why folks talk to me. Because if you talk to me and whatever you say, I can go public with it anytime. It's what I do. I got a habit of doing it because that's what I do. It's my career. You're talking to a public radio show host. If you don't want it repeated, then quit talking to me. Like I said 8 million times. So yeah, and you remember that dude with the keys? He'd be out there running from bar to bar. And why? Because of the entitlement. I told you. It ain't me. It ain't my group. Nope. He's from that other group. So he get favoritism. He get favored. He gets special rules and privileges, right? So that's what they want. Everything was designed to help them, just like the job labor market in Austin that I ended up dominating by myself anyway when I'm outnumbered. And I did everything, and I built all them factories and warehouses and built all them bars and helped everybody. And all I did was work and make money, right? And I paid off property taxes and sold 50-acre property for $100,000. I succeeded. I've built several businesses. I've done everything, independent capital. Everything I've done has been absolutely amazing. So, there's nothing folks can tell me. What folks need to do is just get right. They need to get right and they need to understand reality. And that's about it. You know what I mean? So, other than that, it is what it is with me, homie. You understand? Like I said, I'm about self-preservation. I'm going to continue to be. It doesn't matter what folks is on. I got to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? This is about me winning, right? And about self-preservation and just what it is. This just that's you understand? So I don't know what to tell y'all. You know what I mean? Because it ain't gonna stop. It ain't. It ain't never gonna stop. We're gonna keep on winning. You know what I mean? Trying to pay attention. So that's what I'm saying. My point is, he was running around with them keys, right? Talking about, like car keys and stuff, like a big thing with keys on it, like Tyra, But I'm just saying, that's what they do. They want to run around with keys, pretend they important. Like, yeah, everything is outside validation because you're so entitled and you want to talk about privilege. I want to talk about privilege, but your actions exhibit the actions of somebody who comes from privilege. Because, like I said, they get every excuse made for them. Every lie is told to protect and defend them. I mean, why do you think they're in their feelings? Why do you think they sit there and you're sitting there and you're simping and you're working with these so-called women and then all the so-called women? Dude, I'm keeping it real. I'm saying facts. So shouldn't the women be pursuing me if they were women? Like I said, so-called women. My points make crystal clear sense. You understand? Like that's what it is. And they favor these other groups, right? And they defend and protect and do everything for the folks who are, to be honest, weak and way weaker. It's not even close. I stand on my own everywhere I go. I did my thing like this in North Carolina. I did my thing like this in Charlotte on the coast of North Carolina. Okay. Okay. I've had to stand up no matter what it was, whether it was my group, the other groups, whatever, right? I've had to stand up. So I've done my thing in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. I ran everything in the jails in Atlanta, right? I ran Bankhead, right? Like I'm the real deal. So that's the thing. Like, you all want to talk, but this is just like when I was in school when I was young. And, there was this one dude, his name was Brian, right? And like I said, same situation, right? And they were like, oh, he's so fast. And the whole thing was the whole time I'm thinking, and I'm like, I'm fast. This has been going on my whole life, bro. This is what y'all do. You favor and everything you do. You have and I've always been the best. It was way faster than Brian. Real talk. We raced and everything, and every time I would win. Yeah, but folks don't want to recognize or acknowledge that because the way of the world is that we have it the hardest, and we don't get no favors done for us. And people want to pretend and fake laugh and do that and say things and whatever. Let them do it. Let them do it because who's the strongest, and what that does. That just makes me stronger, doesn't it? You understand? All it does is validate the truth and admit and acknowledge the truth. That's the thing with folks. They keep wanting to act and pretend. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. We all know reality. You understand? Like I said, I still have a lot of rules to follow, and I really hope that I put in place. I mean, to be smart, make sure I'm conducive, make sure I'm productive, and make sure I'm getting somewhere and building and doing what I'm doing. I don't know where any of that other stuff comes from because it doesn't exist and it's clear as day. Like I said, I have a career and a job to do. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. They about folks and how they're, how they can't just even have a conversation. There's nothing to be glorified about that. I don't even know what you folks is on anymore. Everything you do is borrowed. You see what I'm saying? Come on, bro. All this stuff, everything that they're utilizing and using, they're just borrowing everything. They're borrowing everything. Do you get what I'm saying? There's no finite like circumstances to any of this. Everything is just borrowed. In other words, like let's see what I'm saying. Right? The team, you're just joining that team for a certain segment of time. It's temporary, right? And that's what everybody does. The same the Masons do it, the NBA players do it. They all do it. And the minute they get out the league, they're right, bro. Every single one of them. So you can't tell me that what I'm saying doesn't come into place or doesn't facts because it just simply is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't understand. Like, you can see what folks is on. What folks is on is they want to trick me out my throne, and they're in their feelings because I don't allow it. And I'm smart, right? Because what I didn't realize I was already in the throne. I've been in the throne since I was born. I've been royalty my entire existence, and they knew that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is, partner. Like I said, like, folks can feel any way they want. We have been done no favors here. Okay. The so-called women have never done me any favors and never will. And I'm not asking. See, that's the difference. That's why they're trying to take things and flip it and create false testaments. And they may be doing it with all sorts of different individuals, but it all started with me. I'm ground zero, and there was a reason why it started with me because we never got a fair shake. And isn't that my whole life story? I don't need a fair shake because I'm just the best. And that's what I want to teach people. When you're really the best, you got to just be the best flat out. You got to be. This is exactly what God told me. He said, "Become everything they fear. Become." You have to be so undeniable that they can't beat, that they can't win. And that's what I've become. And that's what I work on more every day. Like I said, I get thousands of views pretty much today and every day, no matter what. While y'all is all just sitting there, sitting on a couch, you know what I mean? Probably eating some barbecue chips, if even, and not doing anything, that somebody else paid for or the government paid for. I mean, opinions are not free, man. You want to speak and say anything. Like I said, make sure you're in a position to first. Now, who has something to say? See my point? I don't do that extra stuff, man. I don't do the fake talk. I don't do none of that. And we made that perfectly clear. So, like I said, when I come through dolo and everything is serious business, man. I don't know what y'all folks is on. If you think I got time to stop, I got time to shake your hand, I got time to talk to you. I work and make that every day. Y'all got an opportunity out here. Y'all have given me nothing in front of the entire world. Every day they'd be giving me nothing, not a dime. They all make money. They all could donate. I got a Cash App, PayPal, and a Venmo. What I look like shaking you, saying hi to you or talking to you when you ain't done nothing for me this entire time? That doesn't make any sense. No. See, that's what I'm saying. The Valley, they didn't support me whatsoever. Every day it's the exact same outlook and attitude. Like I said, I'm sitting here trying to be nice and doing the best I can. And I'm trying to help, though. I've done nothing but help people in the Valley. And I'm going to be me. Be like y'all. Because everyone ain't the same, bro. That's the truth. I mean, and like I said, just like with Nilo Tech, he's to that. Everyone isn't the same, man. And everybody doesn't have the same circumstances. They really don't. You know what I mean? And that's what folks will learn at some point is, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're shining and you're really a man and you're really building something, these so-called women ain't with that. They with what benefits them and nothing else. They have answered to and given. Basically, they ask for everything from government daddy. The government. That's the daddy, right? And they are so used to being given everything and being encouraged to promote behavior that's inexcusable. All of it's inexcusable. And run around here doing nothing and wasting time. That's why they feel comfortable doing it. That's what I'm telling you. That's why they're in a position to sit there and, oh, I want a fake laugh. I mean, do what you want. I mean, I've made and spent so much more money than any of you. You couldn't even fathom anything about me. You can't even accept my reality and the reality of who I am. So, I mean, I'm not really concerned about what anyone has to say, especially, especially that. Like, what? Why would I care? See the point? Nah, it's just about respect and it's about letting folks know. See, I love when folks talk. I love when folks fake laugh. I love when folks front and pretend because that gives me the chance to respond properly the right way and tell you reality, and I win every time. That's what folks got to understand. All right, I'm gonna set these world records and be back in a minute. Bit reading about I'm teaching dudes how to be men. For existing, I'm teaching dudes how to be men. You want to talk? Come holler. Like I said, make sure that you're paying me. Okay. Again, I'm out here for a minute. We got $50 per hour. Why not come train? These folks, they always want to talk. They want to, have antics. They want to whatever. They want to, I don't know, look like they're doing the hokey pokey, with their gestures and stuff. I mean, like I said, if you really feel that strongly and you got so much to say to me, I'm right here. I'm out here every day. I don't hide from nothing and nobody. What's up? See the point? See how quiet it is out here? You can hear crickets out here. That's every day wherever I go, homie. You understand? Like I said, I'm really the boss. You understand? Really the gangster. Yeah. So like I said, folks know what it is. You understand? And like I said, we just gonna keep on pressing forward, man. You understand? I don't do the sideshow act stuff. I don't do the distraction. I don't do you talk to me and what energy you on today. You may be having a bad day. You may be trying to make a come up. You may, look at me and say, whatever. I mean, I could care less. See, I don't respond to the people's energy. You talk, whatever. You talk to yourself. I'll walk right away. I ain't gonna say anything to you. What I look like talking to you? Come on, man. Oh, bro, I'm top, bro. Are you serious? I'm wealthy as hell. You understand what I'm saying? I got a full-fledged career. I'm independent. I'm soft. I don't answer to nobody. I'm where you want to be, little homie. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. When I talk like a long man's perspective. So any dude, I said I'm only reading where it existed, but any dude is going to still feel that, especially if they trying to be. You understand what I'm saying? Folks can be men, but it's got to be in you, and you got to be willing to try. I just haven't seen it yet. That was the thing I respected about Rob Rack. What he did, I thought was a man move. He stood his ground. He keeps telling them, no, that's not how it works. That's a man. This thing folks don't get. That's what it's time for. It's time for men to go ahead and go our separate direction. Say enough is enough. And y'all want to play all these games and everything, the whole system rigged, not to help us. Come on, bro. Let's go our own direction. Let's build together. Let's start getting dudes to unite. Let's teach these dudes how to be men. And I'm going to tell you who has the best interest of keeping things the way it is and not wanting that. So-called women. Like I said, y'all ever going to wake up and figure out the reality of what's going on here? Oh, man, it's the government. The government facilitates this environment. And the government has used these so-called women for decades, and yet most of our men dudes are what, in prison or jail or whatever, right? Because of what? Because of so-called women. I have a real stance, just like I have a real stance against crime and corruption. I have a real stance and a position on what I'm saying, and it's a fact. You understand? And the only dudes who have any feelings about me or anything I do is dudes who were raised by what? Dudes who were taught, oh, stay in your feelings. Oh, you see him there? He's shining. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, the conversations I'm sure that have been had probably forever. I'm glad I don't hear them because I mean, I couldn't I don't even know. It's crazy. What? To be, for a dude, you're supposed to want to see me win. That's what's wrong here. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, less, man. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I don't need nobody and nothing, man. I'm gonna keep them on me. And like I said, I mean, really, honestly, it's kind of already getting to the point where, I'm far enough with this where I can keep trying to press at least. Something's got to give. Something's got to come. Other than that, I don't know. There was some reading download talking about something about my spouse, my future life spouse. God has, now just released, it's called, or something, where they're in a position where they can pursue me. Well, you better get to pursuing, honey. You better get in line because that cash app kind of empty. You might want to quit wasting time because you're boy here in a hurry, and I don't know why the hell it's so hard to go ahead and send me at least a $50 donation. Waited forever. This is ridiculous. How long the hell are you going to have me wait? You got a Cash App, PayPal, November. You got 3 ways to pay me. If they had 3 ways to pay their bills, they got no problem paying them. But when it comes to paying the dude that you want and you pursuing and that look better than Brad Pitt, you don't have no money. What the hell is that? Craziness. Like I said, when I get this money too, man, I think I'm going to be put in a position of authority concerning all that ministry stuff too. I think that too. I can see myself speaking on podiums at churches and stuff. Like, I think I might end up becoming a pastor. I have no idea. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Like, that's what folks don't get. Like, I always leave situations and then I come back. And when I come back as the boss and as the leader. Exactly what happened here. Also a leader, you know, that's the thing. I could work anywhere. I mean, and the reason I don't is because folks gonna all be in their feelings and I'm not trying to listen to it. Why would I want to listen to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it ain't about no money anymore. It's about what's comfortable and happy for me. Like, what's good for me. You know what I mean? Why would I want to be in the, well, you know, I know how they all feel and they all jelly. You know, it's all a whole bunch of jellyfish. I'm all right. Well, that's my point. Like, I could do whatever I want. There's no jobs here. There's no opportunity. I'm gonna say it again. That's why I need you folks to pay me so I can get the money together. That's what we're trying to do: raise money. So I got enough money, and then I can venture out to travel and do what I need to do. Y'all, I don't know what y'all just sitting there for, man. I don't know why it's so hard to pay me. Like I said, I just don't get it, man. You know, if I had what I had back in the day, if I had that, if that's what's coming back, if people are coming back. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't really understand it. I don't get it. I don't see how. But like I said, you know, you'd have to really have changed. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Then you got these other folks. They want to talk to themselves in an email. I ain't waiting on nothing. You understand? See, that's the thing. If you don't get in touch with me and talk to me, if I'm not your first priority, see, someone else is going to see what you're taking for granted and not moving on. See, it's been 4 or 6 years, and you ain't made one move. You never made one move and contributed. What was it like? Come on, bro. Can't be serious. And have an opinion. Like, okay, cool, and I ain't hearing it. If you don't pay me, why should I be listening? You understand? But yet, all the other ones, you see them on social media every day, and what they all doing? Begging. 24 hours a day. I'm talking about, I got so much proof of that. You can go anywhere on social media. That's all they do. I work for every dime I get. I ain't never asked for nothing. I provide a service that's a business. I'm a content creator. I survive off donations. You have got to make sense when you speak, man. Yeah. I work hard. I go hard for the money. Go hard for the money. We go hard for the money, so you better treat me right. Hard for the money. Go hard for the money. So yeah, like I said, we gonna keep having fun. We gonna keep on doing our thing and let all these other folks stay in their feelings. You know what I mean? And that's about it. All right. I'll be back. I got world records to set. You know, I'm doing things that nobody can do right here. Like I said, what are we at? Like 52, something ridiculous. Let me go ahead and get going. I got money to make.